All right, ladies, wanted to show you a diagram, and sometimes it's easier to kind of see it as we draw it out, and then hopefully we have some time and practice to go over this. But as you can see, this is a half of our volleyball court. Net is here, sideline, end line here. And here we are in serve receive, three passers across the net. We will give everybody a third of the court as far as responsibilities. And so you can see we're pretty much in the thirds, and each passer in serve receive is responsible for their third of the court. And so this passer gets everything short, everything deep, and kind of takes care of their lane. This passer in the middle gets everything in the short and everything in the deep, and this passer, same thing. As you can see, they're responsible of a third of the court. And we know that when we did that demonstration last week where we had 20 servers and one catcher, and the one catcher had won, they believe 15-5. And we had one person covering the whole court. This, with three passers, should, in theory, make things easier. Again, it's important to understand responsibilities and we communicate. It gets a little bit tricky when a ball is served in the seam. And it's right near the seam, which passer should take it, in which direction. So I'm going to draw a seam between the passers. And what we'll do is we'll put our arms out and turn at a 45-degree angle, and from here we'll do some diagonal lines here. And what we want, if the ball is served in the seam between these two passers, this passer needs to get the short balls here, and it's easier for them to pass the ball to the target. This passer will back that person up, but it will also have the deep balls in a seam here. So this passer gets short, and this passer gets deep in that seam. They're working together. The ball served in the seam here. This passer gets short balls here. This passer gets the deep balls here. They'll still come together and work together, but just understand now with the diagonal lines how we've maybe kind of split that responsibility up a little bit. And we keep it consistent. We don't flip this. We don't switch the other direction. And just kind of keep it simple. And we've learned that simple is better. So hopefully this serve receive diagram makes a little more sense as far as serve receive responsibilities. Three passers, a third of the court, net to end line, and so you know what you're responsible for. The seams between the two passers gets tricky because we're not sure who gets that ball. So we point at a 45-degree angle. I have short, this person has deep, and have that overlap. We take care of that. This person has short, this person has deep. So hopefully this diagram helps you understand three-person serve receive and the responsibilities of each passer. Note that we have not talked about a right side and our middles, and sometimes they can help out, particularly if a middle hitter is at the net and serve receive and they pull back, get ready to hit, and the ball is served here, they can take that ball. Or a right side is here and a ball is served here, they can take that ball and help the passer out. Again, the key is going to be communication and talking to each other before the serve, during the serve. Hope this makes sense. Thanks for listening.